You give me my needs, my future is in your hands. You, oh Lord, you are all I have. You give me my needs, my future is in your hands. When friends forsake me, you are my companion. When I have no joy, you give me a new song to sing. This is my truth. Oh, this is my truth. You are my best friend and all that I have. You, oh Lord, you are all I have. You give me my needs, my future is in your hands. You, oh Lord, you are all I have. You give me my needs, my future is in your hands. I know you have time and purpose for me, but before that time comes, the suffering and disappointment involved. I sometimes feel like giving up. Oh Lord, make way for me to reach my destiny. You, oh Lord, you are all I have. Life is not easy. My needs, my future is in your hands. I have, Lord. You are my number one. You are my Lord. You give me my needs, my future is in your hands. You are Lord.
Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing mic 1, 2, 3. Testing mic. Okay. I'm not getting it. Okay. Folks, I don't know if you all are hearing me. Can you hear me? Are you hearing me? Hey, Ravi?
Oh, yes. You're loud and clear.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you loud and clear, Sam.
You're hearing me, but the audience is not hearing us. The audience is not hearing us. So I need to I am testing something quick, very, very quick, because I gotta make sure that I have to make sure we are connected.
All right. Right.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, I'm getting you very clear,
Okay.
loud and clear.
Okay, I think I got it fixed a little bit. This is technical glitches, folks. Sorry, in studio, so many devices, so many connections. This is what we get to go through. Things like these are expected. But sorry. Welcome to the show, Reverend Moses FB Hali.
Thank you very much, Sam. You're most welcome too.
Okay, man. In law, it's been a long time. At least finally, I
Yeah.
get to get you on the live broadcast.
Thank you. It's been a very long time too. I've not seen you, have not talked, but I'm opportune to talk with you tonight and have you on the show too.
Yeah. I'm glad to have you, and I know the other people will soon be joining us as well. I see time is of the essence. Normally, this is a Sunday 1 hour show that we normally have here at Talk TV Media Network. But today
Mhm.
is a special one with me, where you guys will be talking about the 4-year Free Pentecostal Mission Liberia today. Those of you who are not aware, this is the essence of the show today. So there is, it's very important that you join us today. Share the broadcast on your various platforms. Your comments are highly appreciated. If you have questions, post your questions in a chat comments sessions, so our guests will be able to read, or I'll be able to ask them the questions as well. I know time is going. We are not going to wait for the other people. Uh, Again, I'd like to welcome you as a leader of this organization. I would want you to introduce yourself first. Who is this young man, handsome looking, Reverend Moses Hali? Who is he? Talk to us.
Well, by way of introduction, this is Roy Moses Abihali, son of the mission. You talk about Foya Free Pentecostal Mission, born son of the mission of the church. And then we have been serving in a mission. We have been out there, and God bless us. We went out and we learned, we went back and we served the mission, and we are back again. We are on the field. We are still sons of the mission. Of course, to be a little bit candid with what I have to say about myself, uh, this is Moses F.P. Hali, Reverend. At the present moment, I serve as General Overseer and pastor of the New Vision International Church of Liberia. But then we cannot leave our alma mater. This is where we hear from. And
Right.
we are bona fide members of the Foya Free Pentecostal Church, the Free Pentecostal Mission of Liberia. I always tell people that this is what we are. I was born in the Pentecostal Mission and then reared by the Assemblies of God, trained by the Baptists, and of course went back to serve also the Free Pentecostal Mission. Having graduated from the Liberia Baptist Theological Seminary in 1999, a war occurred in this nation. We had nothing much to do. we have to go back home during the course of the war. I mean, coming to an end. That's pretty close to 2005. I can say. Let me say exactly 2005. I was called back home by the mission. I went back home and I have to serve uh, the mission. By way of profession, I'm an educator. I did education as major from the LBTS, Liberia Baptist Theological Seminary. I graduated with a BRE degree from there. And I went to serve the mission, and I served during the course of 2005 to 2010. I served as principal for the Free African Pentecostal Mission School. Of course, I also served as coordinator in the PMU project of the Free Pentecostal Mission as educational coordinator for the 5 years. Yeah, and later on, I decided to come back to enroll to do my master's at Cottington. And then that was the reason why some people did not understand why I have to come back to Monrovia and I have to come back to go to school. Besides that, we had the burden of a ministry that we started down here before we were called by our parents to go back and serve. And we could not say no. You know, it was a kind of intricate call that I received. So, you know, it was somehow funny. May his soul rest in peace. Omer Bingo, one soon morning, he just sent for me, say, son, I got somewhere to send you. And I said, where? He said, Foya. Let me go and consult my wife. Say, in fact, she is the so the both of you will have to go. And so that's how it was. And we have to serve. We have no way to say yes or no. And again, coming to this point, as we are seated today, there's an upcoming symposium for the Free Pentecostal Mission of Liberia.
That's the main area. Not to cut you off. I know you're trying to go ahead of me already very quick. I can tell. You know, not to cut you off. I want us to have this moment as a time for us to just dialogue, right? To be able to get into the intricacies, the detailed aspects of why you are here, and just to lay the groundwork. There is an organization that you people have formed, and this is the organization. It's called the 4-Year Free Pentecostal Mission of Liberia. So this is a symposium you were just about to talk about. So, but I want you to give us the genesis of this organization. How did it start? You know, how did you guys come about this organization?
Well, there was this mini conference of the Free Pentecostal Mission. This is not in particular something that have to do with specifically for your Free Pentecostal Mission. This is the national issue now when it comes to the Free Pentecostal Mission of Liberia, FPML. And so being son of the mission and, you know, working along with others, we have to work as a team, of course, wherever we go. No matter who we are, we have just gone out there to gain some knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, get back to our mission again, get back to our people. It's like a child leaving home and going somewhere, you know, gathering some experience and coming back to also serve his or her people. And this is what we see happening at the present moment. And so a mini conference was called, thanks be to Reverend Efaya Kante, the general chairman of the FPML, the Free Pentecostal Mission of Liberia. And he invited many of us to be at this mini conference. And many things were discussed. From there, the idea of a symposium came up. And when this came up, right away, we were appointed as Secretary General for this symposium so that we could put it together, put ideas together, and then, you know, come up with it. So everything have to do with the renaissance of the Free Pentecostal Mission, the FPML. So what do I mean? I think I'm not saying that the mission is lost, but there's this new birth that we expect. I don't have to tell you, you are a peculiar son of this mission here, a renounced one. You know, whether you are in Liberia, wherever you find yourself, you are not bigger than the mission, so to speak. The mission is bigger than all of us. And so when the duty call to order, we have nothing to waste, no time to waste. We cannot hesitate. And having been appointed, we proudly took up the challenge and decided to serve in this capacity to see as to whether what we all are yearning for can be fruitful, and we believe it will be fruitful. So this is the beginning, and this is the root of the entire episode that we are talking about here today, if issue acts.
Wow, awesome, awesome. That's a very good genesis from your from what you just said. And when you look at how many sons and daughters the mission has been blessed, that have been blessed by the mission all these years, the days of the Swedish missionaries coming to Liberia, bringing the gospel of Jesus Christ in that part of the region and stuff, and seeing the many sacrificial souls that have labored for the gospel, our forefathers, our great grandparents, to see where we are today. Um, what does that say to you? Now that you are in that seat that they were, now that the other generation that is coming back is looking up to you, they have passed the torch over to us. What does that say to you?
Well, it means that they have attached some great importance to us in the first place. It also means that we have got their blessing to do what we're supposed to do. Because a call to duty and to serve does not mean that you are so much important than every other person. But
Right.
the fact that you have a link with this, and nobody else will come from outside to do it for you. I don't care how others help you, you must be there to do it. And so, as a child of the mission, son of the soil, I mean, our alma mater, the Free Pentecostal Mission, we cannot deny anything. So, this interpret to me that there's that great confidence that they have imposed or reposed in us. From time to time, we have been praying and yearning that God help us. Those of you that are in the diaspora, those who are here, those who are outside, and when I see it outside, out of the church in Liberia, they are serving in other churches. You might feel that you are out of the whole show. No, don't think yourself that way, brother. Sister, if you are there, bring your hand. Let's put our hands together, because there is nowhere that is better than home. Nowhere that is better than home.
So what you're saying in a nutshell is all the sons and daughters that have one way or the other been part of the mission, or you were born in the mission, you were not born, you went to school, our parents been there, but now that those people have found themselves in different denominations or around the world, but one way or the other, they have some sort of connection. Or even those who feel the call that those of us that are coming together, the need, the vision, who share, who feel they can, the vision that we have or you guys have, they can identify with it. This call that you are making goes to all of them, right?
Yeah, sure. You see, when it comes to service and making a call, a passionate plea in a call, it means that you have in mind something positive about your growth, your inheritance. This is our inheritance, as a matter of fact. We cannot go and inherit another person's property. This is what God has given unto us, and we must possess our possessions. As sons of the mission, no matter where I go, one good thing I would like to say here is that whenever I'm leaving from here, my friend and brother, Reverend John Atlanta, he's always welcoming me. In fact, I stay in Monrovia and he gave me preaching assignment. Okay, if there's a place for campaigns, you have to go this way, and when you get here, this is what we do. So we feel at home and we feel free, very much free, to be a part of the mission every time. And I don't feel like somebody that is outside. I have just gone out there, or I'm just out there trying to gather what I can gather in order to come and contribute meaningfully more and more. So we make a passionate plea to our friends and brothers. Don't feel being left out, but you are a part of it. They have shown us that we are a part of decision making for this mission here. And so it's every other person that is born of this mission here. We cannot do without this mission here. We're trained by the missionaries and all of these things.
So that's good. Everything that you say is good. Welcome to the show, Mr. Foster, my colleague. Everything that you've said, Mr. O'Halley, it's fine. Someone who's listening might want to find out, what are you trying to achieve? What's the purpose? When everybody have their own, churches and missions and whatever going on, what are you trying to achieve? What's your goal?
Well, I use one word from the beginning. I said renaissance, a rebirth of the mission. The mission needs to move further, rebuilding the mission. After the war, many things went hector-scatter.
Right.
And we have to think back this mission here. We are looking at the historical past of this mission. We are looking at the present-day reality of this mission. And we are going to look at the progressive, aspect of this mission. That is the progressive feature of this mission. And so everything must be in a positive note. But mind you, one person cannot contribute to this and make it to be meaningful, except all of us put our hands together, tie ourselves together, and then be able to reach out the goal. So that is our aim and objective, so that we can make a very vibrant mission of ours, and even greater than what we can think of. With God above, we believe that we are going to succeed, and everything is going to be positive for us. You can now awesome. You are one of the great contributors.
Awesome. Mr. Foster, welcome to the show. You followed the discussion so far. Join in.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ngadu. Happy to see you, Mr. Holly.
Pleasure. Yeah, Brother Foster, you're most welcome.
Thank you so much. I've been following the discussion a while now, but I'm kind of, what will you say to people who are pulling into the mission who did not benefit directly? What do I mean? I know the mission gives scholarship to people who immensely benefited, but today they have turned their back on the mission. Those people are in good position, they have good jobs. But bucket of support that coming back to the mission now are people who were denied these opportunities. What do you say to them? Even though those people were born in the church, or they were born from the same mission, but some benefited, some did not. And those who did not benefit are giving back. What do you say to them?
Well, what I would say to those who benefited immensely from this mission is that please come and lay your foundation. Do your best. Whatsoever you got, there's this something economic called capital return. This is knowledge return. Don't let a mission to be brain drain when you are there and you can put in more. What you say is very important. Some of us were born in this mission, grew up in it, did every other thing, went to school there, pay our school fees. But when it comes to scholarship, as a matter of fact, we are not talking out of envy, jealousy, or any other thing. We are just speaking our mind rightly and want to be thankful unto God that He can prepare us for a reason and bring us back for a reason to serve the mission. So some of us, I in particular, benefit from any scholarship from the mission. But then I was blessed to have been born in the mission. I have got a lot of experience. I have been trained because of the blessing that is there. The blessing is upon us, and wherever we go, we still feel the blessing. And our parents will always caution us to come back. May her soul rest in peace, my late mom. Cautioned me a whole lot, and she was one of those that really was saying, no, you have to go back. The mission needs somebody at this time here, just right after the war. You have to come back and serve. And I could not say, look, nobody sponsored me, nobody gave me scholarship, and nothing I can. But then the word of God, the seed that is planted in us, is more than the rubies, it's more than gold and silver, it's more than any riches, it's more than any other thing. And so because of that, we have to come back and all hands get on the decks. So those who benefited immensely and are out there, and at this moment, we are making a passionate plea unto them. Brothers, come, let us do it once again, and we can do it even more with your input. I'm proud of Sam, where he sit there now, and I'm proud of you, Brother Fasa. I can see that everybody is ready to put hands on the deck so that we keep this mission moving and push it forward.
Well, thank you. I think we've been doing that. We have done it in the past. As you rightly say, you want to do that, then I benefit. But the issue here, we have to, first of all, clear some of those things, because even as to now, those people who benefit feel entitled, that entitlement mentality, they think it's for us, it's for my part. They own the mission more than us, even though they don't invest in the mission. So we got to say the truth. We are Christian. At this point, we have to say the truth, what the truth is, and do right by the people. Because I believe if the people need help and you have the opportunity to help them, but don't shy away from the fight. Because that's what happened to our parents back then. All our parents suffer. All our parents work for the place, but certain people benefited and certain people did not benefit. So we got to be real to the truth and say it as it is, so we can move forward. But we can't have people can't have that in mind, maybe talking in a corner and what have you. That's not a true Christian. I like to look people in the face and let's say the truth. And let people admit that those days there were things were not done fairly. We can even also include even the missionaries, that they were selective on certain things.
Mr. Foster, let me hold you right there. If you're talking about fairness, I mean that word fairness is just it's relative, right? Nobody's ever going to be fair, right? That's what just want to ask. I'm not trying to debunk your statement, but if you are going to go that route, as in because my parents worked so hard they didn't benefit, or I didn't benefit, you will not be. To me, I don't think you'll be following biblical principles.
That's not what I'm saying, Mr. Nader.
As in, to whom much is given, much is required.
But that's not what I'm saying.
Right?
So don't get me wrong. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, I stand to be correct.
That's not my argument.
Thanks for putting me back on track. This is how we do it here, Mr. Hali. Reverend Fire, I'm watching you. You trying to come in, but I cannot see you. There's no way I can add you on the screen if I don't see you. You may want to log out and try to come back in again.
So you just interrupt me. Can I end up my questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
So I know this mission been having a couple of other groups and what have you. And between you and I, we know the whole Pentecostal thing started as a single Pentecostal unit. Eventually, we know what happened down the line. Some people decide to go their way. So the organization we're referring to now, is this just a formal group, or is this extending to all Pentecostal movement in Liberia? What are we referring to at this time?
Well, what we are talking about from the inception, I made it very clear. This is something that has to do with the entire mission. It's not only the Burma group. No, this is the mission. As a matter of fact, we were called upon to this task here by the national chairman of the mission, with the acquiescence of the board. And so if you see us sitting and talking about what we are saying, it's because of this core that have to do with the entire mission. Of course, my chairman is yet to appear. I expect him to be on the show by now. Reverend Swale is serving as chairman for this.
He's trying to come in, but it seems like he's having internet issues as well.
Yeah, he could be having some internet
issues. I see
issues.
him coming in and out, but he's having internet issues as well.
Yeah, and so there are other members of this group here. We have Reverend, our brother Nat Bima, serving as our advisor, whom I expect also to be on this platform this evening. And I think it might not be the entire body, but specifically the three that I named, we are expected to be here. So it's not in the course of the event that have to do with the Foya Free Pentecostal Mission, though we hail from that end, but it's not bent on Foya Free Pentecostal Mission. It is the Free Pentecostal Mission of Liberia. Before you there, Sam, I think if you check the little flyer that you have there, it talks about the Free Pentecostal Mission of Liberia. welcome to the Symposium 2024. So it's about the Free Pentecostal Mission of Liberia, and it's not leaning squarely on the shoulders of the full Free Pentecostal Mission. So this is where we stand, and this is what it is about. And we believe that all is going to be very important. Everybody's going to be partaker and then make a meaningful contribution to this particular symposium, because it's going to help us a whole lot. We believe that this is the strength of the mission. You know, if people feel to gather, if they feel to meet together and discuss, they will always have weakness. And of course, failures are not good for our group. It's always good to be on the positive, because whenever you see some loophole somewhere, I think you're going to patch it up as you come together to discuss these important issues. And we have guys like you sitting over there in the diaspora, all over, that can meaningfully contribute. Even what you are doing now is a great thing. Before, you and I think when we're down the line, even way down the line, we could not think of such a thing. See where God has brought us. See where we are. So should we sit sopranously and say, no, we can't be contributors? No, we have to put in what we can in order to move forward. So
Reverend, let me ask my last question and go back to Sam. I don't know.
All right.
Is this a new organization, or have it been in existence? If it have been in existence, what have you guys done up to this point before this symposium? Because even the Bible says that it's not just preaching the word, and they said Jesus fed his people 5 loaves of bread with 2 fishes.
The Reverend ready to preach now.
No, I'm not preaching, Reverend. Sam, just
look. Follow Pastor. You are concerned very much.
You always put me in a reverend position here. You see other reverend ain't coming, you backtrack today.
No, I'm not a reverend. I'm not being ordained. I don't want to take that title. I'm a power as a pastor. So maybe his anointing fell upon me sometime before you go.
You see the iron, you see the real iron ain't coming out, so you run away now. You don't want to be reverend.
Perhaps that's a prophecy in the near future. He's going to become a reverend. So
the man always think he's a reverend. Yeah, my pay to him here. So today he see the real reverend and he running away small.
No. We'll be the other maybe.
Well, brother Pastor, let me get straight to your question that you asked. As to what we have done, whether this is a new organization that has just sprang up, I will repeat again and say, this is a committee that has been set up. This is a committee. This is a committee that has been set up to conduct the affairs of this symposium that we are going to hold. And we have been charged with the duties and responsibility to make sure that it is well in place and is well coordinated, and it comes to pass fruitfully. So having been called to serve in this area as secretary, chairman, and all of these things, and all of us that are serving, we are serving, I can call it an ad hoc committee and not even a standing committee. But it will be left with the body to decide after our performance at this time, seeing what will come of the fruitfulness of this motion. We make them to say, look, let this committee be a standing committee instead of an ad hoc committee. So we trust in God that we're going to perform to the best of our ability with the hands of others and all of you hands on decks, and then see this thing come forward. But this is not an organization that was set up alone for any other thing. No, this was an appointment with the advice and consent of the board of the FPML. We are told to do this, and together, I think we all will come together and do what we are told to do and what we expect to do. As you see on the little flyer there, we are looking at the past, who our parents were, what our parents did. We're going to look at the present day reality. You know, and I know, and others who have joined the mission know. But we are also going to impress upon others. We're going to press on to see the future, if there are lapses, we want to make sure that those lapses are lashed behind, and we're going to get into the progressive future of this mission here. Sons of the mission, daughters of the mission, in this place here, out of this place here, in the diaspora, we believe that we'll have great men and women that will push us forward by the hands of God upon us, we believe that all things are going to be possible.
Thank you, Mr. Holly, Reverend Holly. I see Reverend Fire, a contact, and Reverend Tage Swally are trying hard to join in, and there's no way I can bring them on the screen to partake because it seems like their internet is holding them back. For you, you're really blessed tonight. Your internet is super good, and you all fall within the same belt. So I don't know what's happening. It seems like the Holy Spirit working hard on your side to know.
Really working hard on my side, and not. We see that the towers that serve us in the various communities are different, and so perhaps your tower in your area will be having some problem, a technical problem that I don't know about.
Right.
So
right.
this is what we see happening around here.
Well, let's move on because time is of the essence when it comes to this broadcast. It's just a 1 hour. Maybe if we're gonna push it, it's just gonna be 1 hour, maybe extra 30 minutes and stuff. We'll see. Let's finish the first hour first. You see, Reverend Tage is stuck, as you can see. But anyway, what I want to find out from you is this project that you guys are undertaking. To me, is huge. And I can already sense that you have a leadership structure in place, correct?
Yes.
Okay. If you do, has it been registered with the government? or it's still in a formation stage?
Let's get this very clear. You asked, and I'll go back to the nitty-gritty of the question, and I will appropriately address it as I know. Let me take you back again. I will say to you clearly that this is not an organization that is formed aside out of the mission or by any other group. This is a call to service at this moment that we speak on, because this is a committee. This is just a committee that has been set up.
So it is not, because I'm asking questions for others who are following, or those who will even come and re-listen to this broadcast, right?
Yeah, that is clarity.
Right. So the reason why I'm asking these questions is people need to know if this is something that is starting new, different from what the mission or purpose or dream is, or maybe to come in to support or help. That is the reason why you are putting all these sons and daughters together and have some sort of leadership structure in place to find a way to help the mission. That's how I'm understanding it, correct?
Let me be candid with what we are opting for. The symposium is going to gather, our plan is to have some 200 persons, professionals, 200 professionals, lawyers, doctors, teachers, nurses, and who are you, what you may be, whatsoever, wherever you are. So it's going to be very interesting. Perhaps we'll see some weakness in some areas, and the professionals there will give us the appropriate advice for it. The medical people will tell us what needs to be done when it comes to hospitals. Educators will tell us what needs to be done with our schools, and and so forth. And there are so many things. Church planting, is church planting effective? How is it going on?
What if the lawyers come and they say this thing needs to be legitimate?
The lawyers will have to advise us appropriately when it comes to legal document and legal activities within the mission. So it's not a matter of forming something or group that we are talking about here. We are talking about giving appropriate advices and putting things together that will make us to move forward as a body, as a group of people, that want to see themselves forge ahead. So this is the reason why we have been set up as a committee, and we want to make sure that will function at that, and then afterward, as I said previously, it will be left with the body to decide as to whether we should have this as an organization or a standing committee. Whatsoever they require of us is what we are going to do, and it's not our business to decide as to forming an organization. Of course, it could erupt into an organization. From the symposium, recommendations will come up. From the very symposium also, we will ratify things that are gone offhand. From the very symposium also, we will also look at the future to see how better we can build ourselves, because from one stage to another, moving from one stage to another requires a lot of effort. So if you don't have the strength and the kind of effort that you are putting is not cohesive, then you are bound to fail. So we are not struggling, we are not fighting for failure, but we are fighting for the success of this mission here. So this is not an organization that has been formed aside. No, let no one.
So my next question before I go to Mr. Fasa is, how is this organization intent? What is it? What is this organization's intention when it comes to funding? How is it being funded? Because the organization, nothing, you can't move car with, you cannot move a car with no gas in it.
Sam, before he answered that, I just want to get some clarity. Is this different from PMU? Maybe you could just bundle it together.
But you can come out later on. But let him answer my question. When it comes to the funding of it, you know, going forward, as in you can, just like I said, you cannot move a car or drive a car with no gas in it, right? This is an organization. If this organization is going to be effective, people will not just leave. You guys are busy. You guys are running churches or institutions, and this is another one you bring in together to be able to enable this to rise up to help the mission. It's going to require funding, whether you like it or not. That's the truth, right? So speak to us about that.
Well, funding at this time here scantily comes from the mission itself, from the office of the national chairman, and works along with the general secretary that have commissioned us. So this commission that we are having at this present moment is being funded by the mission itself, by the churches and whatsoever. Even up to now, as we speak, we are looking up to people from the diaspora in the country and on who are you and what have you and whatsoever to fund this particular symposium. It will cost a little over $3,500 for the 3 days that we are going to have it. Perhaps let me run it up to some 5,000, transportation and other things that are involved. There are so many things that we want to do, but our hands are tied because the funds are not available. However, we hope that we'll be able to raise funds appropriately in order to be able to have this symposium conductively. So this is where we stand. And we don't have any other means, but we are looking up to all of us. I mean, that's the reason why we say even those who are coming for the symposium, if you look under the flyer, there is just a little registration fee of $5. And from there, you know, we're going to put our hands together for the meal that we'll be having there day after day for the 3 days.
Let me interrupt you quickly. Those of our other guests are supposed to join, Pastor Swale, Pastor Reverend Faya, Kante. You both are trying to come in. I'm going to put a number on the screen. If you call that number via WhatsApp, I should be able to connect you. So that way, you guys will be able to talk on audio. So you see that number on the screen. Connect that. Call me on that number, and I'll be able to connect you. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Fasa.
Okay. Reverend Halle, my question is this whole thing we're talking about part of PMU, the Pentecostal, yeah.
Oh, PMU.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. PMU is an organization. Is a body that is within the Free Pentecostal Mission. It's a mission arm that is there for more or less an NGO of the mission that runs so many things for the mission. During the course of the war, PMU was doing so many things. Counseling was there, education was there, help was there. And all
I know that. I know that, Pastor. Sorry for interrupting me. I just want to get some clarity. And my next question is, since this is something different, this organization we're talking about, do they have any connection to the conference hall they're talking about in Balaho? Do you know anything about that?
Well, I will continue to go back to answer this question. Every time it comes my way, I will go back to answer.
The Reverend turned to politician.
No, it's not politics. It's not politics. But the question needs to be answered appropriately so that we can't confuse the others. Because when you talk about the conference in Balahon, the conference is being planned by the executive. And so, as
Sorry for the interruption. There's some conference hall that Reverend you talking about is also trying to do some publicity about. The conference hall is supposed to build in Balahon. What do they have in a link? Maybe the conference hall, do they have any link with what we're talking here today? Or what do you know about that?
I'm not going to speak on her in Balahon. I might know a little, but I'm not going to speak on it.
Oh, Reverend, one of the Reverend you're referring to who assigned you is involved with that project. Do they have any link with this? That's what I'm trying to know.
All of them, it's so that's not, all of them are involved into that. Because
everyone is involved. May I say this to you?
Of Liberia, and every year they all congregate, right? So their involvement, all of them, all of us, let's say all of us, including you, even though you're sitting here in the diaspora and you haven't said it.
What's the link? I want to know what's the link.
No, I think he needs some connection. You want to know the connection between the conference and what we are talking about.
Yeah, whether this symposium is also involved with that, in what way? I just need to understand. I know everything is like a one big part, but in the same part, you got Beta Boy, you got Pifo, you got Bonnie. I want to know how they all come together. That's just what I'm trying to see.
Or they all come together at once. Because this is what is happening here. Before we go to the conference, this is an educational forum, may I say, so that we can know where we are coming from, where we are, and where we are heading. We're all going to discuss it. Then, of course, as we get to conference, perhaps some of the teams from the symposium, because everybody is going to be involved. The ministers, ordained ministers, professional people. So it's not only going to be this time around the pastors deciding for the entire mission. Let's get it right. We're going to have others coming in to discuss together with us so that these notes will be taken. And when they are taken, of course, we can see that they will have some effect, positive effect on the mission, because they help the day-to-day running of the mission affairs and whatsoever we're going to do. But we're going to venture into deciding or planning anything for the conference in Balahon. No, that is not what this symposium is all about. The symposium is about the issues that you see before us.
Thank you, Reverend. And I would like to invite Reverend Fayad too. Even though they say better late than never, we know Joseph Walker Internet is giving him, it's been very, very friendly with him tonight. So, Reverend, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
We cannot see your face, so it's not for me. Me, I know you, but the audience don't know you. So if you can do a small adjustment, so that way, the audience will be able to. Yeah.
I almost said the same thing.
Yeah. So I know that you've been following the questions, the show, and what this organization is all about. What do you have to say with reference to what we've said, or maybe we may have left something behind?
I'm finding difficulty hearing you.
Oh, I said, welcome to the show. Time is going. Not a lot of time left, but welcome. Whatever you have to say with regards to the organization, the floor is yours.
Yeah. I've been following up. Foremost, I want to.
The internet got him again.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah. Reverend, we are almost at the 1 hour show, so we will extend it to at least 30 more minutes. So we're going to take a quick break and give our viewers, as we always do, this is a Sunday broadcast show. We're going to give our viewers a song, and then right after the song, we'll resume. And this song, those of you who do not speak Kisi, it says, Jesus, thank you. It's in Kisi. Say, Jesus, thank you for everything. When somebody does something to you, say, thank you, Jesus. That's why it says. So enjoy. All right, folks. Thanks. You know, I hope you're enjoying that song. Those of you who understand it, it's very good. It's one of my favorite songs. Balika, balika, balika. Balika means thank you. Those of you who do not understand that dialect, Kisi, balika means thank you. Jisu or Yesu means Jesus. It's awesome to say thank you. When someone does good for you, say thank you. And this is why we are here. One way or the other, someone did good to us. Someone has done good to us. Either by extension or direct or indirect, all of us are beneficiaries. Just like Mr. Fasa was saying, you know, our parents struggle for the mission, the work. My mother is still alive, you know, not as, you know, one may expect, but all our parents, fathers, those who have transitioned, it's their sweat, they work for it. So it is incumbent upon us to not sit here and forget about everything our parents have worked for and not have to do something about it. But Fasa on the other end is right as well, as in there are those who have been left with the mantle to handle those things, the affairs of the mission. And some things have gone good. Some things have gone wrong, one way or the other. That's the truth. Whether you like it or not, that's the truth. Many things have gone wrong, and many things have gone good. If this is the time that God has set aside to come back and straighten up things, as in the comment section, one of our listeners is commenting as in the mission has done so much that at this point, we don't even have a university. As in, why other missions or denominations have universities? So,
Sam, I think the mission has a university in Vanjuma.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
The
stand to be
future
corrected. So that's good.
Yeah.
But maybe we all can come together to even make it better. More
Yeah.
better. So that's one aspect. But I'm not going to do a lot of talking because we have limited time, and the Reverend time internet is giving him some tough time. As we can see, every time I bring him, he's frozen. But Reverend Holly, I will give you that opportunity to go ahead. So before you go ahead, though, one thing I want to know with this symposium that is coming up, is there registration required? One may ask, is there registration that's required? If it is it task? Do people have to pay to partake, to be a part of it? You know, that's my question to you.
I think the Reverend is frozen.
Yeah, it seems like the Reverend too is frozen.
Yeah, but Sam, as you were saying, honestly, between you and I,
hold on.
Hello.
Hold on. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you guys.
Did you get my question?
Yeah, I got your question. Is there any registration that is required?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Registration is required for all participants.
And how much is it?
It's just $5. $5 US. It's just $5.
That far, how you calling just?
Yeah, given what we have to do, it's just $5. Nothing more. We are not requiring. We are not saying $10, $15 just for the 3 days. It's just $5. Yeah, see that? It's right under there, and our ministers. People will be recommended by the churches. They are going to come from their various churches to attend this symposium, and of course, other professionals will come in. Perhaps even as they come in, some of these people will even give more than what we are thinking about, because we need a lot of things. We need food during the symposium. We need rice. We need oil. We need every food kind that you can think about. So we people to donate to this lofty effort that we are putting up, and we believe that people will come up with an open heart without anybody saying, look, you do this in this registration. Somebody even come and tell us, say, what is $5 in price? I'm paying up to $20.
So $5 is minimum. That's a minimum that you guys. But if someone comes in, I want to bless, I can afford $100. I can afford $50. Oh, I cannot afford $5, but I can afford a bag of rice or 5-gallon oil. All of those are welcome, correct?
Yeah, they are all welcome.
Okay, awesome. So, folks, it's $5, as you heard the Reverend. But you know, some of you, like Mr. Fassa, God has blessed him enormously. You know, $5 would be like an insult to him to give. I know he will do something better than that. You know, for people like Benjamin Ketor, who's watching online, people like Brigadier General Stephen Vavi, Joseph Corso watching, Esther Nyoko watching, Silver, David Silver, Jasper Andrews, Kumba Avian all the way Guinea is watching, Bendu Nyamani, so many of you, Cecilia Flomo Swale, Swale Flomo, let me not fall in trouble. Mr. William Snorting, Bishop. So help. Now, if you cannot go, you can still go with your pocket, right?
Yeah.
That's why
there's no distance.
Listen, what I was saying is,
yeah. So let me finish this before I lose this, please. With regards to this funding, this registration that's going on, if someone wants to give, how do we give? How do people give? Like, I'm here. If I want to send my $5, I'm not coming, or what? Are there other means like mobile money or MoneyGram?
Oh yes, oh yes. Let me see this. I think the national chairman should have that number. I'm sorry that he is not online with us, and
Yeah,
that
if I were to get it ahead of time too, easily I could have easily put that up too.
yeah. So I could as well give mine, but I don't want to jump the gun to
You don't
do
want
that.
So what we could do is we'll get that information and post that. Let me see if it is on his flyer. Let me see.
No, it's not there.
Okay. I think it would
It's
have
not.
been good for the numbers to be on the flyer. Mr.
Yeah.
Fasa, come in.
yeah, Sam. What I was saying exactly is that because some guys who are viewing us are making comment, questioning why should we question some of the things that went wrong. I told them, I stand by my statement, and between you and I, you know that we have done immensely for the mission in other sectors. We have done, and we continue to do the best we can because we believe in giving back. And I can say most of the people who are watching here tonight will agree with us. And most of them have contributed to some of those things we're talking about, which is not a secret. Like the school right now, but a band is here. We work with a band to make sure that the school has a library to do with laptops. There's no school in Foya that have that facility. It was through our goodwill. They got few panels that run in the lab. So people need to just acknowledge these things, that we have the right to questions things that went wrong and see how we can improve moving forward. Not because the people got a simple saying: if you plot on the
So
leg,
well, Fasa,
if you plot on the
if
leg,
you're on the platform
it
and you
means
run into every comment section or
no,
comment,
no. I just want
we're
to just
not
make
gonna
some
move
things
forward
clear.
yet, my man.
We plow on the legs, the head, at the end of the day, you're not going to have a good braid on your head. So we just want to
Professor,
make this clear. So
you are right. You are right.
our only issue here is we are willing, and Sam, you agree with me that our people have this problem of accountability, which is very key for people who donate from this end. So these are some of the things we're saying. We are more than willing to help, but we make sure that people who we asking to help will be able to show them exactly what is
For sure.
happening whenever they donate. I just want
So he just wanted to clarify. Reverend, what else do you think that what else do you think that we need to know? All the people need to know, our listening audience, with regards to this symposium that's coming up.
With regards to this symposium, people might ask, we know each other, you know me, I know Brother Fasa, and but people who are just coming in the mission, who were not, we are not, no, in no way trying to, ostracize somebody or downplay someone, but you were born in the mission, grew up in the mission, went to school in the mission, the same thing with me and others. And sometimes past, we have not been in the midst, and we have been there, but not going to conferences with others and mingling with other people, with other churches. But yet still, we are still part of the mission and say, well, but who are these guys? I don't know this person yet. But all of our old folks and other people, our peer group, age group, the people of our generation who know us, they know who we are, and this is what we stand for. And so let people know that these are sons of the mission. That's the reason why we want to appeal to everybody. Sons of the mission, come and make yourself known. It's through this symposium that we contribute immensely and we make ourselves known, our presence will be felt. See what brothers and others are doing. Look at the school there in Foya Mission. I was there, when I went there to serve as principal, it was a difficult thing for me during the course of the war those years. And when I went, I did a 1 month assessment before ever I would go and take my seat there as principal. I had to go and see what is there and what is not there. And then, to my utmost surprise, the brother told me, "Oh, we have even a typewriter." When I met one little typewriter, a small little typewriter on the decks, and I said, "Well, I'm going back Monrovia. I'm not used to typewriter. I'm going to bring in computers." And from that moment, yeah, it was looking somehow difficult, and I started to set up some other things together. We float, and where we stop, others are picking up from there, even adding more to what is there, and see that tomorrow, even the hospital can become a very great one. Doctors will have to go there, other people will have to be there. Yeah, others, our children are now turning into, professional people, like your nephew, my son, yeah,
Oh
he
yeah.
just graduated from a medical school. And so you see all of these things, all of these people. So when we are retiring from service, they will have to take the place that, we have been serving, and they will even do more than that. So let's together come at this symposium and see why it is. Even help from the diaspora. How can we dispense this help, this help that will come from all over? Because we don't want to look at this to be a centralized kind of thing, to be one place. When we say this is for the mission, this time around, let it be the mission. This is the mission General Hospital. This is the mission college. This is the mission, agricultural farm, and whatsoever you can think about. Creating employment opportunities for our children and those who are around us, even the souls that we are winning. Because if somebody is called and their mouth is not fair, their bellies are not fair, sooner or later you start. So all of the new syndromes that are coming into play and in the system are very, very important. So you sit over there and you are doing yours while we are here. You will have to do ours. Nobody from America will live from there and come make family and go back the next day. No, people from here must be farmers. People from here must serve in various capacities. So health, education, and the spiritual aspect, which comes the first and foremost, these things will vigorously be looked at, and we are counting on all of us that will make a passionate plea during this time here and make an impact for everybody to feel it, that yes, indeed, the mission is raising up to higher heights. We are going up to higher heights and not behind. So, sons of the mission, daughters of the mission, we hail you, and we believe that you are hearing us, that you come at this symposium here and make it more than what we are even thinking about.
My next question to you, you've done it extremely well already. My next question to you is, all these sons and daughters that are all across the globe, all in diaspora, all over, how do you intend to reach out to them to get their names or numbers and ways? How are you going to get them all involved? What way do you have in place? What are your plans in bringing all of us, in locating, not just bringing, but locating us across the world? Because there are so many of the sons and daughters that are attached one way or the other. But what is your plan in bringing all of us under one roof?
Well, the medium of communication as we speak today is village. So let's say we will be asking for numbers of people, where they live, and all of these things. Perhaps we go on WhatsApp. Those who can be on WhatsApp, we gather information from there. Those who are on Facebook. There are so many means that we can gather information from these people. Your emails will be sent over to us. We give you one general email that you can send any information to us. We also have a page that is open, but it's only for this committee now. We are not making it public because the administrator will have to induct you into this page here, on this page here, before you can become a part of it. So Messenger could be one of the areas that we will open another page, because we have that on Messenger. And then people can log in and be a part of this. But then let me say this, let me be very clear. We have not reached to the point of gathering every other thing, every other information. But we believe strongly that at this moment here, we would like to reach out by and through you, what you are doing now, even giving number, anybody that wants to be a part of a contributing factor to this whole episode that we have going on now, this whole program, in the symposium, they can come and just by and through you and your number you post out there. Say, look, just give us your address or give us your number. Then we'll include you in our chat room so that we can have you be spoken to. Whatsoever you have to say to us, you can even say it. I'm just sorry that the chairman is not on board to really speak on some other things. But as secretary for this body here, I will speak to my limits and say this is a symposium and this is a committee. This is just an ad hoc committee that is working at this moment. But we come to greater things than what we are seeing and talking about, because the question that you are asking is relevant. It's very, very relevant. We cannot do anything except we get in contact with each other. We get to know each other, where you are, what you are doing at this moment. So we might be having somebody very close to us that is very, very experienced in doing certain things and helping us. But since we don't have your contact, we don't know about you, it becomes difficult. So we're going to open a door that we will have all of our professionals. That's the reason why we are saying that this symposium here is for professionals. It's not only for ministers of the gospel or the ministers, but all professionals. So you can be a part of it.
I got a question to that. When you say professionals, why if I sit in that water side selling on my lay market table?
Oh yes, you are very important. Now you are a marketer. You can come and contribute.
No. Am I classified as a professional though? When I'm sitting down doing my lay down a flare, water side, then you say professional. That means that the people are no BB book.
No, it's not only that. We are looking at skillful people, and business people. All of these are things that people are doing in order to make living. So whatsoever you can do for the upliftment of the mission. If you can do something for your livelihood every day, I think you can do something for the greater good of the mission. So whatsoever impact, knowledge, contribution that you have, we hail you and welcome you to hear from you. So you can come and be a part of this symposium.
Sam, let me just throw this in there. Reverend Harry, what is your position? Young people asking our elders on the issue of accountability. Let me just give a reference. I remember when the Bible school opened in Foya, that was a Living Water Bible School. We started going there. I remember about then. We were summoned at the church by the late Reverend Bimba, and they didn't want us to go there. And Reverend Bimba asked a question, do you want the people to stop our help? And Brother then respond to Reverend Bimba at the time was, our help come from the Lord. Because I believe you as a young person, if you query our elders, our pastors on the issue of accountability, if that is disrespect, what do you stand if young people want to know what is happening when it comes to accountability? Is that a right thing to do?
Well, you see, one whom much is given to, much is expected of this person. You cannot work and function in a position that you cannot report on. So the young people will be very, very much right if they should ask for accountability. But mind you, there must be a system and procedure set up. It's not just, everybody just jumping out, let them account, and let them account. No. If we have time and we are working by the system will interpret itself, the system will speak for itself, because if we fail to institutionalize things that we're supposed to institutionalize, at the end of the day, we will get nothing from there. So sometimes people are saying the right thing, but they are not saying it the right way at the right time. So we have some good people that are sitting in areas that are not theirs. And so people who are supposed to account, those who are supposed to be asked for accountability must be brought to the point of accounting, so that we can know as to what is happening and what you have been given. If you are even giving peanuts to share, you must have records as to how many people you have given these peanuts to. Let the records be clear and speak for themselves. And so these are the things that we are talking about. If there's nothing that is set up in the system that calls for such, you will never. So we have rules, we have laws, we have things that govern us, policies and guidelines. So sometimes people are looking at laws, but common policies and guidelines that states what you're supposed to do. The TOF term of TOR, or term of reference for every job must be spelled out. So if the term of reference is spelled out, tomorrow you will not have somebody scratching their head to ask somebody for a report, because when the appropriate time reach, the board will call you and you have to come with that report because it is already spelled out, it's scheduled, the time is there. So these are some of the things that are happening. So you need to set these things in place, put them in place.
So my next one has to do with leadership. Do you think young people should be part of leadership at this point, where those days you see that leadership was just our elders or the old people? You hardly saw any young man in a leadership echelon up there. Sam just raised the issue of how do you be able to reach out to people in the diaspora and other people. Given what is transitioning right now, young people are good with technology to be able to do their outreach and what have you. What is your view of those elders who sitting out there, only people with gray hair and other things should be part of committee to include young people in those committees? Yeah, come here. Okay.
Let me speak to it in this way here. Why did you send your children to school? You send them to school for them to learn and take your place tomorrow and even be higher or do more than what you are doing.
Reverend Henry, I agree with you, but it's not happening. You know, between you and I, let's be real here. That have never been the case. The time we're growing up, you and I can't agree to that.
But get it, Reverend Chen. Let it Reverend finish answer now.
You know, Brother Pastor said, Reverend Chen, the politician. This is no politics. This is no politics. Politics is dynamic, you know.
Now you're taking it out on him too.
and it's relative. So, Pastor Fasa, sorry, Brother Fasa. What you are saying about young people not being inclusive into leadership yesterday and even today, people somehow are looking some kind of way. Now you see, how many older people, Brother Fasa, as a matter of fact, older people knows about a computer? How many of them can really boot the computer? That age is far. So how many people know about accounting principles? That they will sit there and set records as it's supposed to be, even in the church. Now, you need to recall all of these things. Can the older people who are not trained to these areas take over? No. I mean, God has designed it and put it in place. This is what I believe in. You know, your predestination is your destination. Nobody can take it away from you. That was their time. But then, you know, the fear of elders being insulted and talked to this way, that way. Now, even today, mind you, be careful. You can tell them and educate them the right way as to how this thing's supposed to go, because they expect you to run the affairs of the mission and do it the right way so that the growth of the mission, sooner or later, their age expire and they will be leaving this world here. And you know, one thing I love, I like to listen to older people. Sometimes they have a wealth of experience. And every now and then I go to my water tank when I sit there, I carefully, I want to open some kind of recording studio or I'll record some other things so that this wealth of knowledge can be kept and passed on to generation. This is where we were, and these are the things that happen. And you know, today there are new things coming on. And once upon a time, the old man being to us, may his soul rest in peace. The mission have left the age of the old people. It have not come into a bookish era, into another bookish era. To, oh man, this is the reason why. That's the reason why you send us to school. So they are giving us a chance to serve you, and we're right to serve you. It means that you should have an open mind, be receptive to what is before you, and be sure enough, intelligent enough, and do just what you're supposed to do the right way. It's not because you went and you came out with a degree in accounting, you came out with a degree in nursing as a doctor and every other thing, that you can do anything as you want to know. You must follow the basic rules of the day. Things will be rightly put in place. So for today, young people were not having the opportunity yesterday. How many older people do we have today? The generation that we are having is growing into an older one, And as it grows into an older generation, into another generation that is older, of course, those who are, those who are coming after us, we emulate what we are doing. If we do it for the wrong, tomorrow the record will be set for the wrong pace or on the wrong pace. If we rightly do it today, tomorrow the record will be set rightly. So
Thank you, Reverend.
we pray that God help us.
But you see, Reverend, the Reverend there, as soon as you give them the mic and you keep quiet, they take it from you. That's how I know all the Reverend there. Yeah. See, yeah, you give him 1 more hour, he's ready to go. So, but Reverend, on the serious note, our time is up. And I wish we have more time to have you. We could do this again, just right maybe before the symposium or while the symposium. We can bring all the professionals, those who have internet access. We're able to bring about 10 people live to partake. That way to bring more momentum to this. We open. Just let us know. And what's your final word before we take leave of you? Because time is up for us.
Well, I would like to say thank you and thank you again to all of you guys that have brought this up for us today. Brother Father, thank you for your good questions. And sometimes, the revenues are looked at differently when it comes to these kind of things. But we are there for the good of everyone, and we collect a whole lot from you. We want to highly appreciate you, Sam, for this program on the radio. And of course, we hope that our audience will have an opportunity next time to ask us questions that we are, not only them making comments, but we will also address their questions and up to their satisfaction, if not for their hearing. And we want to say thank you to our national chairman, Reverend A. Fayakante. I'm very, very much sorry that they were not online with us. Reverend T. Shirley, the chairman for this committee, and the rest of the committee members who will take part. And we hope and we look up to seeing everybody coming. We said 200, but we even look up to seeing more than 200 persons. You guys are invited. We hope that Brother Pastor will be here on the 12th, from the 12th to the 14th, and he'll be a part of this symposium. He'll meaningfully contribute. And we hope that Sam himself will fly and be here and, put us on this gadget that will be able to speak loud and clear. We hope that on that day, you make it live for us so that others who are not around will be able to see. Help us in whatsoever way you can so that this thing is meaningful and interesting to everybody. May God help us and may God bless our mission and prosper us. Thank you very much.
Amen. Thank you very much. You see, all the reverend, and when the minute a reverend shift from the pulpit to a politician, my man, it's not easy. I'm telling you. Yeah. So before I let you go, thank you so much. Before I let you go, do you remember anybody in this picture? I saw this picture around on the internet. I see the person right here with the guitar. That's Reverend Tej Swale. Right there. This photo is 1981, the youth camp. And way in the corner here, the evangelist Reverend Billy Bimba, right there. So very interesting photo, and this is a history. So all these people, we can track them down and bring them back.
Oh yeah. We want to be very much grateful to you for bringing up. So if you need more and more photos, we need the photos of our older persons that have passed off. Omen Falabimba and Omen Moses Kele Duden. People from Ponyama can contribute photos. We need them because we need to come up with other things that would be meaningful for this symposium. Yeah, and the Bob Alahon. And you need the rest of them. We need their photos. We need some icons that we can count on for history. That tells us that we have the mind to listen to what the older people said. We sit down on the old mat to apply this new mat today. This is what we are talking about. There are so many things that we are looking up to seeing and getting. If you have anything to contribute towards this symposium in terms of materials that we need to make it better, come to give us anything. Records as well are needed for this symposium. We are open to listening to you. Thank you very much. Symposium 2024. Welcome you the Free Pentecostal Mission of Liberia, FPML, welcomes you to the symposium. Come December 12th to the 14th. You are most welcome.
And this will be held at the Hosanna Free Pentecostal Church.
At the Hosanna Free Pentecostal Church, 22nd, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. daily.
Thank you very much, Reverend. Solo, your final comment, bro.
Well, we just want to say thanks to the Reverend, and we look forward to the program. We encourage all professionals that can make it to the event. Make sure they register and they be there. I know we might not be there to bring you on this gadget, but I know Sam got people on the ground. Maybe we can have a conversation and see whether we can support that initiative and make sure that we can bring it live on Talk TV Media. Thank you so much, Sam.
Thanks, folks, and many thanks to all of you, to you, Reverend, and to you, my comrade Fasa, and to all of you who follow us on the different platforms, on my personal page, on Talk TV Media page, on YouTube page, Talk TV Media Network, Twitter, Twitch, all of you from these various platforms that you follow us today. Thank you. We come here every Sunday, the Gospel Hour, every Sunday. Here at Talk TV Media Network, 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is 8 p.m. Liberian time every Sunday. And of course, we have other broadcasts that do take place during the course of the week, and also one that is predominantly traditional, which is Kisi on every Saturday at 10 p.m. Liberian time. Those of you, we're also looking for people who want to be able to have their own shows, like the Basa people, the Ku people, the Pele people, the Gio. If you know an announcer, somebody who's very good in that area, we would love to have them. We are here, Independent Network, the People's Network. We're here every week. I hope that you go through the week. May the Lord go with you. And your humble servant, as always, Sam Gado. I leave this last song with you. Why I take leave of you as well. Enjoy it.